Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. I made a video about the impending fork of the XRP ledger and uploaded it to YouTube last night. Indeed, the SAMAP was developed by some of the most well-known names in the XRP development community, such as Waits a Wind of XRPL Laboratories. Not only that, but other significant players like the exchange GateHub are on board as well. The new coin that emerges from this will be traded easily. The name of the new currency is XRP Plus. So this may happen by the end of the year, at least, that's when they've promised the auditing will be completed. So, I'm not sure if it actually implies we'll be launching sometime in early 2019. In any case, the time for this to occur is rapidly approaching. That is the message they are currently sending out to the general people. The white paper outlining these ideas was released only a few days ago. And I finally got the chance to read it cover to cover yesterday. And I still have many unanswered questions, including the most vital ones for any XRP holder. Is this good news for XRP investors? How does it affect the XRP ledger and whether or not it is beneficial? This is a fair question for anyone to ask who has XRP in their possession right now. Now, I'll let you know that the people behind this XRP ledger fork are some of the most well-respected developers working on the XRP ledger proper. They assert that this will be good for XRP and the XRP ledger in particular. As of right now, I lack a convincing explanation for why this is the case. So, please explain why this is good for XRP rather than bad, as well as the XRP ledger. And before we start the video, I want to make something very clear. My inquiry is completely non-implicit. I'm not trying to make any kind of claim here, but I will say that I want to be like, almost I might mention this a couple times throughout the video. Not that I'm trying to imply anything. I'm asking this question because I'm curious to know the answer. And the white paper was lacking crucial details. And just because I've been poking around on social media with some regularity doesn't imply I've caught every posting. But I haven't been able to find one yet. I hear arguments on both sides about whether or not it does any good. However, I can't seem to find any solid proof. I think we need more information from the individuals putting this stuff out here at this point in time, but it doesn't matter either way you look at it. But before we go any further, let me make it perfectly clear that I am not a financial expert and am not giving any sort of financial advice. And remember, you should never use anything I say as a reason to buy or sell something. Just a hobbyist here that occasionally posts films to YouTube on various crypto-related topics. First of all, I have to spill the beans straight away. What the name of this fork is, I have no idea. I can't find the words to express it. It's driving me absolutely crazy. What the hell am I supposed to do to say that? XHAU. Until yesterday, I had never heard it stated explicitly, yet, this is a relatively recent development. That's why it's not shocking. So, I made a note of that in the video, but XHAU. So, when there's an X, it's usually pronounced like we are the letter S, or like the letters the, as I explained in yesterday's video. I've also noticed that the X appears more frequently for many of these items. The correct letter is S, not Z. That is the intended pronunciation. That left me wondering what it meant. I have no idea what the hell that Sahal is supposed to be. In other words, stop saying X when you can just as easily say a word. Even though I don't care what you call it, I'd prefer that you not use the letter X in the name. It's not the world's biggest deal, but it still bears my biscuits a little bit. While I did read the white paper yesterday, I still don't have any idea how to respond to such weighty inquiries. And you know what's funny? After reading all the comments, I have a guess about how it's pronounced, like I have an ache, but I still don't exactly have a definite answer, because different people were telling me different things. So I guess so it's Zara something Zara, how that's what most people seem to think of, so I'm gonna go Zahal, I don't know. And that made me wonder also, well, we'd say Wind, one of the main players here, runs an XRPL Labs, and he's got the Sum app, if I've been saying that wrong the whole damn time. XUMMM. Some wallet, as you well know, is that wallet that doesn't work. X as in the foolish letter. Put an end to the X use. That won't cease because of the names. The term xylophone is more appropriate. And that's it. Maybe X-ray, X-ray, and X-ray again. But well, it's only a ticker symbol, so whatever. But we all know those are articulate letters. Not a word, exactly. Okay, I needed to vent, and I have. The time has come to discuss imports. Okay, so there was that one post. Personally, I found it really introspective and full of interesting new insights. This was brought to my attention by Crypto Eddie, an XRP YouTuber who was discussing this very topic. Oh, and yesterday I forgot to mention this, but before Vic pops my head, I'll say this. This doesn't come with any ICO. Now, with regards to the currencies that will be produced here at launch, XRP. Additionally, those coins have according to the white paper, which I might pick up in a different video. But those are going to the developers, just like the great majority. The only other option is to acquire it on an open market like GitHub, where transactions will soon be possible. Beyond that, all matches have been burned. Assume for the moment that you possess 10 XRP. If you want to destroy your XRP on the XRP ledger, you can do so by burning it. After then, it will be a profitable venture. Zahal's blockchain has a total of exactly 10 XRP and is completely independent of the main chain. Hence, I was saying yesterday that I was confused. Well, it has been promoted as a side hustle. Sure, anything. That's why I'm eager to get to the meat of the matter. Because of the way this is being promoted, I also presume there is a reasonable answer to the question of how this has benefited XRP and the XRP ledger. If they don't have a good cause, I'll be surprised, considering how trustworthy these folks are. No idea why that wasn't included in the white paper. Why isn't the sidechain's potential utility for XRP and the XRP ledger discussed more often, if that's the point? They basically implemented what is known as the Hooks Amendment, which has been available on testnet for over 2 years at this point. And they mentioned that developers on the XRP ledger would benefit from seeing how the sidechain performs in terms of this. The fact that the Hooks Amendment has been pending for approval for nearly 2 years is a major factor in his decision to pursue this course of action. To this the developers responded with, well, then we'll just set it and start entirely separate blockchain, demonstrating their frustration. The two were, thus, communicating. And by the way, I discussed this in a video the day before, but basically, it provides some value in terms of smart contracts. So, first layer smart contracts are what we're talking about here. Therefore, it resembles the way it has been described. And I really, really need it. For this reason, despite my best efforts to read the white paper, I was unable to grasp its contents. This doesn't explain anything, not even the very minimum, like, how is it that this isn't? Why doesn't it slow down? I don't know what it implies in terms of what you could or couldn't do, but there would be certain features that are highly desired in the eyes of the developers here, and I think that's what the layman's answer is. It's like smart contracts. They are arguing, however, that you can see how that impacts the sidechain. If successful, the change might be made on the main XRP ledger. However, this begs the question, if the XRP ledger were to do this, wouldn't it be the same as the how? Isn't it similar to the sidechain in function? Then, the sidechain seems unnecessary. This raises a wide range of inquiries. There aren't a lot of obvious solutions that I can see. Again, I'm not arguing that no satisfactory solutions exist. I'm arguing that their notoriety is limited. And I haven't discovered them either. And I expect to locate them eventually. I'm merely filling you up on the current state of debate. And I'm genuinely surprised that this isn't already obvious, especially in the white paper. Just saying, since that's the only reason I don't think it's in the white paper. If it is not with great hope that XRP and the XRP ledger will benefit from this. That's why I'm so perplexed. To my knowledge, the sidechain is not mentioned in the white paper unless it is intended to greatly or predominantly benefit the XRP ledger. But then why call it a sidechain if that's the case? Therefore, I believe a satisfactory solution exists. And based on all I know about the developers, I have faith in them and think they are operating good faith. Eddie, speaking on behalf of the XRP community, noted that the heads of the open source HOOX chain unanimously agree that the greatest danger is staying the same in the face of growing consumer demand. We believe that a leading figure in our field has detected a certain resonance with Nokia's failure to keep up with the rapid development of smartphones. Although he recognizes Ripple's conservative position, we'd say he passionately urges a more daring progression to accommodate developers mired in the confines of the main net. It's been over 2 years since the HOOX amendment was proposed to legalize smart contracts on the XRP ledger, and we'd argue that's what kicked this whole thing off. Well, that settles it. A month ago, I saw this out in the open, and it made me realize how much I relate to the venting frustration and comments. And so that's the chain of events that brought us here. Since the feature wasn't going to be implemented on the XRP ledger, a separate chain was created to house it. In any case, cryptography keeps going. The main chain of the public XRP ledger, which has lightning-fast 4-second block intervals and decentralized trading, is a model of efficient design. Smart contracts may temporarily alter its operational cadence and alignment with Ripple's measured stride, but this is only a temporary disruption. HOOX represent a subtle but significant departure. While the idea of HOOX feature being included into the main chain of the XRP ledger appears distant, it is still possible. At the heart of this revolutionary change is the burn-to-mint, or B2M, mechanism and autonomous process encased in a carefully built 13,000-line code repository. At the moment, XRP L-specific B2M motivates the possibility of wider use. With the advent of XRP Plus and Zaha as layer 1 of the chain, a new business landscape is emerging, ready to tap into the untapped potential of this evolving ecosystem. In a prescient response, GateHub is now in a position to ensure a trouble-free exchange of XRP for XRP. From the standpoint of the GateHubs, that makes perfect sense. They constitute a transaction, after all. But you can't get XRP on the XRP ledger by burning XRP Plus, because that's against the rules. The opposite is true. Changing the XRP ledger's code would be required for it to occur, as far as I can tell. As a result, you must not do that. However, this is a one-way street. As a result, the sidechain can borrow funds from the XRP ledger and deposit them into a new blockchain. What is the how? What is it? I still don't comprehend it. Is it anything out of this world? Do you know if it flies? As for its function, I have no idea. What about water, does it exist? What, that's not an animal, right? Is it strange that I don't know how it happened? Is what I'm saying correct? Countless uncertainties. Assuming that the status quo will be maintained, the XRP LS entry nodes show a degree of centralization, and the massive costs associated with maintaining the infrastructure will have to be met. In direct opposition. As the COOX chain develops, a new governance paradigm is being implemented, possibly involving fees for heavy API usage and effort calibrated to invigorate the underlying framework. Additionally, a recent disclosure on X, we'd say, further explains the fundamental role of the native assets across both networks, likening them to the essential gas propelling the system's dynamic and having genuine value in folding within the underlying architecture, the rails. Again, I can appreciate the use of XRP+, it serves as the native coin on its own, independent blockchain, and, oh yeah, validators may earn XRP+ just for doing their job. In contrast to the XRP ledger, there is no financial incentive for anyone to operate a validator on the XRP ledger. She concludes by adding that under his vision, the native assets serve as the ecosystem's animating force as well as a sentinel protecting it from hostile incursions, and that consumers will be blissfully oblivious of the specific network supporting their interactions. Notably, XRP All Lab is on the verge of launching an incentive platform into the ecosystem, while Evernote has created a safe haven for programmers using the new HOOX chain pathway. Alright, that sheds some light on the situation from a conceptual standpoint, so thanks for that. But there are other things I'm still unclear on. Thus, I found the discussion to be really interesting. That's why I thought it was important to bring up. However, there are still many unanswered questions, including mine. That's why there are always so many arguments, you see what I'm getting at? That's because some details are being left out. Then why hasn't the solution, if there is one, been widely disseminated? I haven't said anything yet, so let me repeat, there must be. I guess I'll have to make an effort to make a more targeted appeal. I had hoped things would have progressed by now. But I'll have to try to make contact with other folks who are working on this to see if I can get a response. But I believe they are acting honestly, as I have said before. Since there's likely a legitimate explanation for why this is good for XRP. In the XRP ledger and, by extension, XRP holders, I think they could have done a little more in terms of getting that messaging out there. However, I intend to keep digging into this. I have some more views on this that I'd like to offer. What Crypto Eddie said was also quite interesting to me. This is why I felt it was important to add it. And then there's this, other thing. Swift, Francis the Bovine. This is the one who conceptualized the XRP ritualist, by the way. I have no problem with them creating a chain that is compatible with XRP, he stated. Quit being so sanctimonious, do it, and quit complaining that XRP won't do what you want it to. XRP is the distributed version of rapid, secure payments. Don't be shy about asking for contracts. However, I don't expect to see that for another 5 to 10 years. As businesses gain confidence in the blockchain, they will move beyond APIs and into smart contracts. I don't know the solution to that, so yeah. However, it goes without saying that we agree with him when he says there is now a lack of development engagement. Because the XRP ledger lacks basic, smart contract support. Francis Bovine Swift seemed to not think much of the smart contract problem. What XRP does, and what the XRP ledger makes possible, are both excellent. And he seems to think that 5 to 10 years is a reasonable estimate for the actual and meaningful integration of smart contracts. Therefore, I can't say who is correct. To be honest, I have no idea who is correct. Change and growth will occur naturally over time. Whatever the case may be, I just want to stress the importance of the many unanswered issues that surround this issue. Now let's rewind to the beginning. Aside from how the hell do you say this thing, what was the initial question? They should just rebrand it to something catchier, like the Moon Lumbo coin, or whatever else comes to mind. You may absolutely utilize my name if you rebrand it as the Moon Lumbo chain. Therefore let's do it. But rather, the question is, does this aid in any way? Or make XRP less valuable on the XRP ledger? What makes you say that? Let's cut to the chase here. This concludes the discussion. Soon enough, we'll find out. You're going to have to dig a little bit deeper and push it because there's the developers have said all sorts of things about the how, but I just haven't seen from any of them. That's the only explanation needed. Surely, it must exist somewhere. I'll end my ramblings here, though. No, I don't give out financial advice. Nothing I say should influence any purchases you make for yourself. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.